Hello everybody and welcome back to another Doctor Who new series review. Today we are reviewing the Christopher Eccleston 9th Doctor story, Unquiet Dead. We're doing it with closed curtains because I just have better lighting when the curtains are closed. So yeah, we're going to be doing these reviews with the curtains closed. So don't worry, it's not the middle of the night, it's the middle of the morning. We're just doing it with curtains closed because it's better lighting. So, The Unquiet Dead by Mark Gatiss. It is one of the very first episodes in the modern era of the show, and so that means we're still trying to get to know the characters of the Doctor and Rose. We really need to explore, going into the past. This is the first time we've gone into the past in New Who. So it's not really a filler as such because we needed the episode, but it is kind of, because it could have been anywhere else. I mean, we needed it to be the past, but yeah, that's just it. So The Unquiet Dead, what did I think of it? On first watch, this is actually the third time I've seen this one, so the other two times I've seen it and just on random rewatches when I've so the first time I saw it was just on when I was watching all of the episodes for the first time. Second episode same, when I was just giving them all another rewatch. Third time it's because of the reviews. So first watch, I didn't like it at all. I thought it was really boring and I just didn't get what was going on. The second watch, I really liked it. I liked it a lot more. Third watch, I didn't think much of it. It's not terrible. It's just me. It's just all right. It's not one of the better historicals, but it's not one of the worst either. It's going to be a bit of a shorter review, this one, because there's not really that much to say about it. But yeah, what I have to say. So let's get on with the main idea of this episode. So the Doctor and Rose. The Doctor takes Rose to 1869 in Cardiff. He means to go to London, I think, but they actually end up in Cardiff, and they discover all of these weird corpse creatures, corpse creatures made of gas, walking around, and they meet Charles Dickens, and they basically have to solve this mystery of the Gelth. So let's talk about Christopher Eccleston here, because he's brilliant as always, so there's nothing much to say there. Rose is a bit annoying in this episode, I will be honest. She has a good episode, she has a bad episode. This is one of the stronger episodes, I will be honest. I thought she was going to be really good in this episode because it's one of her earlier episodes. But no, she wasn't very good, unfortunately. She was alright, she has worse episodes, but just those moments with Gwyneth that I just don't like. Side casts. Mr. Swede and Gwyneth are brilliant. I think they're very good characters. Charles Dickens is in this episode, and whilst he isn't needed in this episode, he adds to the story quite well. And also having this set in 1869 with him obviously sadly dying in 1870, that works as well. So the Gelth. I want to talk about the Gelth here. They are really scary in human form when they're in the actual human thing, like in the form. They're really creepy. They are so scary. Definitely the scariest episode of the series so far. But then when they're actually in their alien form, they're not great. It's one of those things. Oh, it's ghosts. No, it's aliens. Yeah, that doesn't bug me as much as some people, but it's just not something that I'm a fan of. I would have preferred if it was just ghosts. The cold opening in this thing was incredible. It really was. You've just got, set in the past, and it's like, oh, we're in the past now. This is brilliant. We've just come back from the year 5 billion in the end of the world. And then that cold opening with the corpses coming out of the coffin is just marvelous. Oh, it's so good. I thought, I don't remember this episode being that scary when I was watching it, and it really was. And then I like the scene where Gwyneth is seeing what Rose thinks that she's not such hypnotizing her or possessing her, but it's just a disturbing scene, she's doing this, it's really quite creepy. So yeah, the scare factor of this episode was a brilliant thing. It really was. Okay. Now when I watch the episodes, I write down the I've got a piece of paper here with notes on. So I write down the good things that I really liked. Those two things were the only things I spotted. But then again, I've only got two bad things as well. So it's just a really average story. First one, this is just such a nitpick. So mainly it's 1.5 to be honest, but this is really a nitpick. But it's something that just kind of annoys me. Now, I ranked the TARDIS interiors a while back now. And I said that I complained with the 9th and 10th Doctor's TARDIS that it was too small and there weren't enough rooms. At the start of this episode, 9th Doctor says, when he's giving you all these directions to Rose for the wardrobe, he says, down the corridor, two doors on your left, up the stairs, past the bins. And I'm just sat there thinking, yes, but where are the doors? You can't even get there. I know it's just a little joke. But I know it's just a little bit of a joke. I know that. But it's just something that kind of annoys me. They do that a lot as well, especially with this TARDIS interior. And I'm just sat there thinking, oh, no, don't do that. Okay, the last thing. It just started to get quite boring. Basically, the first 30 minutes is great. Really good. And then it just starts to slow down and it just gets so boring towards the end of the episode with all the actual ghost creatures. I'm just not that interested in those. We get Gwyneth's childhood, which I'm just not interested in. She's a good enough character, but I just didn't think we really needed that much development into her character, because she is just a little side character. But yeah, she works. It kind of works kind of well, but it was just kind of boring for me. Okay, so that's all I have to say about the Unquiet Dead. I'm going to give this a 5.5 out of 10. I was not too impressed by this. I was expecting quite a bit better. But a 5.5 is what I'm going to give it. Now, putting this into a ranking. Now, I'm going to put it second to bottom, actually. I was expecting to put it a few places higher than that, but it's better than Robot Show, which I also gave a 5.5 out of 10. Well, I gave it a 6, actually, but I'm dropping it down to a 5.5. And then, but it's not as good as Asylum of the Daleks. Yeah, I'd give that a 6 out of 10. So, yeah, that is the review for Unquiet Dead. Only one thing left to do now. Pick an episode out of the TARDIS. Now, this is actually the second time I've recorded this video. I did record it yesterday as well, but the recording didn't go too well. I was stuttering over my words a lot. And I still picked out in the TARDIS, and I picked out Rise of the Cybermen and the Age of Steel. And I was deciding, shall I just go with that, seeing as I've already picked out, or shall I just go again? And I decided to just go again. We're not going to do too many more of these, but yeah, let's just go again. What are we going to get this time? If we pick up Rise of the Cybermen and Age of Steel again, terrific. Okay. I do not want a Matt Smith. If it gives us a Matt Smith, I will be quite annoyed. Okay, Capaldi. Be a Capaldi. Be a Capaldi. Please, just be a Capaldi. I can't even get it open now. No. Oh. Why? It still hasn't given us a Capaldi. No, it's a decent episode. We are staying in the past. And it's another historical figure episode. It's David Tennant. It's not Unicorn and the Wasp, because if you know me, I love that episode. And I wouldn't have done that reaction. It's Tooth and Claw. Now, I don't mind that episode. It is pretty good. But it's, again, just like this one, it's bland. It's just so bland. Oh, I'm so disappointed. I really am. Why didn't we just stick with Rise of the Cybermen and the Age of Steel? No, we've picked it out now. We have picked it out. We are watching Tooth and Claw. It's series 2 for anyone that Bomber Chaos. I know he likes to buy the DVD so he can watch it with me. If you're doing that this week again, it's series 2. Oh, we've got a series 2, which is good. We haven't had a series 2 yet, but that's our first, David and Billy. So yeah, join me if you can for next week. It will be coming out on Tuesday, same time next week. With the Tooth and Claw review. Obviously, it's got a werewolf in. It's quite a scary episode. I remember it to be quite scary, just like this one. So yeah, it's another historical figure with Queen Victoria. So yeah, that is the review of the Unquiet Dead. And I will see you next time. Is there any upcoming videos for this? Oh yeah, there's going to be a piano video, another piano video, the long song from Rings of Acton. Yes. So yeah, this the weekend is going to be a video essay with Russell T Davies, full overview, or it might be a tier list. I'm thinking about doing a tier list. I haven't decided yet, but anyway, you'll find out. See ya. Bye.